Hello friends, I'm Rob Chapman. I'm a musician based in Malta. Over my lifetime as a musician, I've been lucky enough to bring in just over 8 million streams on Spotify. But was it worth it? I'm a huge music fan. I love all kinds of genres, and recently I fell in love with the music of an artist called Yebba. Yebba is this phenomenon. She's this neo-soul jazz, just giant of melody. And she released a live gig to YouTube, which just, man, honestly, it's one of the best things I've ever listened to in my life. But it was only on YouTube. It didn't make a difference to me though. Every single day, I'd go to cook my food, put my phone near my chopping board, and I would listen to Yebba's live performance on Tiny Desk. I must have watched it, I don't know, 50, 60 times. When I was in the car, I would put on the YouTube video and listen to it. And not once did I think, I wish this was on a streaming platform, I wish this was on Spotify or whatever. It just was, well, that's where the performance is, so that's where I'll access the performance. And it really made me think. I wonder what the difference is in revenue for an artist if they just release music as a YouTube video upload as opposed to distribution through streaming platforms. Let's take a look at that. So this is where it gets really interesting, and if you are a musician releasing your own music, no matter what the genre, this could be one of the most important videos you watch for the remainder of this year. Now I will also say, and I'm prefacing this with, this is just a hypothetical construct. It's a conversation that we should have in the comment section below. I'm interested in your opinion, because I think I may have found a way of generating more revenue from your music if you are an unsigned artist. Spotify pays you between 0.003 cents and 0.005 cents, and it varies depending on a number of different factors. A YouTube play yields 0.01 to 0.03, and again that varies depending on the kind of advertising that gets placed before, after or during the video and other factors. These numbers vary. But just let it sit with you for a second that at the absolute best, that means that YouTube could be 6 times more profitable than Spotify. We're always told as artists, it's important to have the reach. You need lots of reach to get all the people to follow you and find your music and fall in love with your art. And then because of the reach, you'll get more revenue, and that's a really good thing. And I've always wondered, well, wait a minute. Whenever I have a song to release, to promote that song, I'm using Instagram. Sometimes I use Facebook. I'll mail out to all of my friends and family who will scatter effect like ripples in a pond, tell people they know, especially my parents. And then that's how I'm reaching my audience, other than live events, clinics and gigs and touring, that kind of thing. I don't think the music just sitting on platforms gathers ambient traffic. But if you funnel them to a place where the revenue is higher, surely that's better for the musician wanting to collect revenue. So why not, hypothetically, just release music as a music video on YouTube, and that's your streaming platform, and then as a side, use something like BadCat or SoundCloud, where you can kind of dictate the price and sell the music and make as much or as little as you would like to from your art. Let's take a look at a scenario that happened to me. So I had a band called Dorje. We released a music video called Catalyst. Catalyst has had almost 3 million views. The music video did really well. We hit the Billboard. All sorts of things went well for that music video. Let's, for the sake of making this an easy topic, say that the video got 2 million views and stayed there, as opposed to 2 million streams on Spotify, and then we'll compare the two financially. In this example, I'm using the medium average amount of revenue from YouTube and from Spotify, so that I'm not giving YouTube the high example and Spotify the low, and I'm not trying to bash any platforms. I'm just presenting you with facts that we can all talk about together as a friendly, caring, creative community of musicians. Hypothetical, a band gets 2 million views or 2 million streams. How much do they make from the 2 million streams? Well, an average ballpark figure would be roughly $7,000 to $8,000. Now, you might think, oh, that's good, $8,000, that's quite a lot of money. And I suppose it could be. But to get 2 million streams is quite hard work, even if you have a large social media following. It's not an easy task, and it definitely isn't going to keep the wolf from the door. However, conversely, 2 million views on a YouTube video will make you on average sort of $15,000 to $20,000. So there's a huge difference there. I mean, it's gargantuan. So in my lifetime, I've had roughly 10 million streams across all streaming platforms, and this is over the last 10 years with Dorje, Clockwork Wolf and Company, Rob Chapman, Monkey Lord, Red Tower, all these different projects, sessions I've done. All of those streams, once I've paid the tax and split it between band members, has made me 8,000 sterling. And 8,000 sterling is a really important number because I added up how much it cost to, buy the laptop, the interface, speakers, microphones, a guitar and a bass, and it's roughly the same. Obviously, I've made income from other areas, but I just wonder if the future for self-releasing artists is funneling to something like YouTube and hosting on something like BadCat. And then also maybe there's a way of Trojan horsing your content in something else so that people kind of get to look at it without realizing that they're going to see it. And I think in conclusion, it's really important to say this is Born Loud by Rob Chapman. Ashes on the fire, praying with both hands, won't change your heart's desire. Held your banner